Oh yeah, event type 5 is just so weird because event type 5 can have like all sorts of different outcomes. It's really weird. It's really weird. um, okay, so perfect. Yeah, better cover all bases. Oh yeah, right. So uh, uh, I should change this too. It's because like right. Uh, in the case of perfect, in the case that's already perfect, like he shouldn't be giving advice like better cover all bases. He should be saying um, uh, uh, the winning strategy is to cover all bases, or like cover all bases. Uh, yeah, or uh, or like you can win if you or you can win by covering all bases, and then in perfect, uh, I don't know, like you're doing great so far. uh, you're doing great so far. Sure. Um, and then if oh yeah, so I was thinking about the initiative bonus thing, and like, huh? No, I don't know. I still don't know exactly. Still don't know what I'm gonna do there, but um, yeah. Okay, so you're doing great so far. Um, so the next scenario is nice across the board. Uh, uh, so in this case, like uh, uh, you're well uh, oh, you know what Trusty Bard could do if he was feeling like a jerk is instead of saying like right now I've been like for all the for like event types 2 and 3 I kept saying winner, but instead I could like he could shake things up by instead saying the loser, because I think by saying the loser it makes the loser like slightly like the thing like by saying the winner like it makes it really easy, like I was saying before, like the winner is already winning in these cases, and so by saying the winner, it's like that's the basically like it couldn't do anything to hurt the chances. Like it just adds more visibility to it. Um, so if I felt like being a jerk, I could have it so that because like it occurred to me in this case like the way excuse me the way I would naturally phrase like the statement could ambiguously be like it could be said either way. I could say like so it was gonna oh whoops it was supposed to say you're doing well but you're doing well but and then this could you know you could say like you have like a few too many or you have a few too few, and so you could either say like and so in this case like you know the helpful thing would be to say you have too few like such and such, because I don't know. I mean, it's really arbitrary, but like, uh, yeah, no, I can do it either way. I'll be helpful. I'll be helpful. Trusty Bard is supposed to be trusty, right? He's supposed to be trusty. So, all right. So you're doing well, but you could uh, uh, you're doing great so far. You're doing well, but you're doing well, but could you're doing well. You could do even better with a few more uh, loser losers with a few more loser. Uh, uh, and then so then the else case none. Oh, this is an L if I mean, it's all pseudocode, but whatever. L if uh, so yeah. So in this case, uh, you can win by covering all bases. So in this case, you have way, or you, oh yeah, wait, oh this this could be loser, or it could be loser and loser, or like loser and other loser, um, because like yeah, you can be failing an event type. So hmm. Yeah, I guess there are kind of like five different cases here. Well, there's only two cases, except like in each of two of those, there's only three different cases, but in two of those cases, like there, it could either be one or two, uh, of these options. So it could be like, yeah. I mean, I handled that as separate cases up here, so I might as well, so like nice, except one, uh, or I'll just call it like nice, nice single, nice double, or single nice double nice. I mean, again, this is pseudocode, so it doesn't actually matter, but for consistency. All right, so uh, uh, so you're doing well, but you could use it. Yeah, I mean, I can just use the same text too. Uh, well, no, I'll just say you're doing well, but you could use but uh, you could use a few more, or you could do with a few more. Uh, uh, so a few more this and other. Yeah. Uh, oh, and this is double nice, which sounds better, but it's arguably harder. Um, yeah. Okay. So then, right. So then uh, there's there's none and there's double none, or there's single none and there's double none. So L if single none, uh, uh, we'll do something, and then else. The else case here, which is so unindented. Why is all this stuff so unindented? I have no clue. Else, this is double none. So in single none, we'll say something like uh, Marty, you're getting really good at this game. I mean, I guess like no, you're good at this game. I'm impressed with your I think I think you got it. I think you got this figured out. All right, else if single none, this is the case where it's not going well. You can win by covering all bases. You you don't have enough loser yet. Uh, you don't have enough loser. Yeah. And then this one, you don't. So you can win by covering all bases. You don't have enough loser uh, or other yet. All right, and so yeah, event type 5. I guess event type 5 will be about as weird, because event type 5. The worst thing that can happen in event type 5 is oh, right. Wait. Wait a second. No, you can get nice across the board. You can get nice across the board with uh the popular option will succeed. No, no, no. Yeah, no, no, no. Whoa. Weird. I hadn't thought about that. But like in uh uh so the popular option will succeed. There's no clear preference. Yeah, no, in the case of none, I forgot. No, the math doesn't work out that you get 33, 33, 33. And, sorry, just jumping back to what we talked about. Hey, congratulations to whoever. Sorry, I can't see the name tags on my side. No, so with event type 3, if like let's say there are you know, uh 30 votes and 10, and each option gets 10 votes. The way the math goes, actually it doesn't compare all of the options. It actually compares the top two options. So in this case the top two options are both 10. So it actually says like 10 out of 20, and it actually evaluates as 50. Oh, so wait, is there a way to get nice and perfect at the same time? It doesn't really matter, because like this message is satisfactory either way. But is there a way to get nice and perfect? I wonder. So that would be in the case where, okay, let's say there are so like let's just say there are 92 and there are 8 and there are 8. 92 and 8 and 8. No. No. There's still no. No, that doesn't change anything. Yeah. Okay. So this is fine. There's no clear preference, and yeah, and when there's no clear preference, everything's nice. Actually, everything's nice. um, hmm. So like in some ways, like this is actually a superior outcome to single nice or double nice. Is single nice? Yeah, no, single nice is the thing because there sometimes there are only two options. No, because if there no, if there are only two options. Whoa. Whoa, wait a second. If there are three options, everything can be nice. But if there are two options, only two things can be nice? I mean, excuse me. Only one thing can be nice? No, that's that the first thing I said that was not would not have been surprising. No, if if there are only two options, only two of them can be no. If there are only two options, one of them can be only one of them can be nice. Do I like that, or do I? I might just want to change it so it yeah. At this point, I might just want to change it so it works more like Wait, does it even work like I'm describing? I should look into this because this will be relevant. I mean, I don't literally have to accommodate like every like niche case. If there's like one magical ratio wherein like you get like some weird anomalous results, all I have to do is set it up so that the results that I'm handling are like sensible and whatnot. All right, so event type. What is this? Event type. Excuse me. Blah, blah, blah. Event type 2 or 3. Event type 3. Yeah, we use A count plus B count. A count and B count are the totals of the two most popular options. We don't have to do that. We could just do. Well, so I was doing that so that like previously, like sometimes there were three possible outcomes, sometimes there were like four possible outcomes, or like three possible actions, four possible actions, and like there was hypothetically no upper limit. I recently imposed the upper limit of three possible outcomes. So like I don't like, I'd originally written this to like accommodate like much crazier outcome, like a much broader range of possibilities, but that range is a lot narrower now. So I could get more specific. I could narrow this in. It just seems weird to me that like the triple nice thing just seems weird to me. Like double nice when there are three options, getting double nice, that seems fine. When there are two options, no, you can get double nice with two options. Duh, what am I thinking? Of course you can get double nice with two options because that's like the whole point of event type 3 as a difference. Okay, so this is fine. No, that's totally fine. Right, no, 50-50 is like when things are 50-50, of course both of them are above 40%. Okay, no, I'm crazy. And let's keep it. Let's keep going with what we got because we're doing fine. It was fine. Okay. So there's double nice and there's triple nice and so so the popular option will succeed. Um, uh, so maybe uh, I just don't want it to be phrased as like negatively because it's not a negative. It's like I mean actually well yeah because really this isn't like the none case. This is the triple nice case. Um, oh 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 yeah no you know what. Option. I want to make sure I only use the double nice. Uh, this is actually the double nice one not option because if there are only two options, I don't want to use the double nice. If there are exactly two options, then we should use the so this isn't triple nice. This is all nice. Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna spin these around. Um, yeah. So right, so single nice, if whether there are two or three options, like single nice, they're. I mean, technically, there's the single nice where there's only one option, but that's a special case. We don't have to worry about it. That can only happen in like miraculous circumstances, and everything's good. Um, uh, all right. So, so right, single nice is whether there's two or three options. Single nice will get used to call it the winner. Uh, although actually no, this actually only gets used in the triple case, right? Because in the double case, no, in the double case you can get no right no never mind. I'm crazy. I'm crazy. In the double case you can still have single nice. Okay, and then this all nice is either the triple case where it's all nice or the double case where it's all nice. Um, oh, this pseudocode, whatever. I don't care. Um, right. So this last one is specifically only in the case of triple. When two of them are nice and one of them is not, we call out the two that are nice. Right. Okay. And right. Sorry, I'm going to change the phrasing here because this is actually a good outcome. This is actually a better outcome than well, I don't know. It's hard to say exactly. It's not a bad outcome. So like it shouldn't sound like I don't want to phrase it in the negative. I don't want to say there are no clear preferences. I want to say like they all seem like fine options. They they all seem fine. Uh, uh, so uh, I'll say so. It seems like something and something are preferred. Okay, there we go. um, so then, oh yeah, event type 5. What are the possible outcomes for event type 5? Have I figured this out? Because this one's gonna be a little gnarly. I think this one's almost certainly gonna be a little bit gnarly. Sorry, I'm not actually going anywhere. I'm just gonna mute the microphone for 1 second, but I'll be right back. Sorry for the delay. All right, so let's all right, let's think about what are the options for event type 5. And like we have to figure this out too. Okay, so basically event type 5 is like the opposite of event type 3, basically. Um because you can get perfect across the board. So it's not like event type 3. No, so it's like it's kind of like it's like the opposite of event type 3. You can get perfect across the board. You can fail completely on one of them. Yeah, no, this is really weird. So like so the options are like so all right, I'll start going through it. So like if all perfects uh so so all perfect and then if so L if perfect one nice uh L if perfect too nice. I don't know what I'm gonna say in these cases. I'm just like listing out cases. Perfect, perfect, one not. Uh, L perfect, perfect, one, not one nice. um, L if perfect. Oh wait, one of them always has to be perfect, right? Yeah, I think one of them always has to be perfect. So, all right, so I don't have to say perfect every time. L if perfect, to not. I think these are all the options because there always has to be at least one perfect. Hey, Amroth, how's it going? um, um, all right, so perfect to not. So yeah, I think these are all the cases because there always has to be one perfect. Because like, hey, that's the new follower, nice. Uh, Adam Sabfell 98. Sorry for mispronouncing your name, but welcome to the channel and thank you for following. uh, the yeah, so let's say like so in the case where let's say there are 30 people participating, and let's say there are 10 votes for each thing, right? Then that in that case there's exactly 30%, 33%, 33%, 33%, and everything's perfect. That's the perfect outcome. In the case where it starts to get unbalanced, like if it was like 8 8 14, then like in that case the 8s would be perfect still, but the 14 I think would probably be nice. Hold on, let's see what the I mean, I don't have to look at the exact math, but I'm curious a little bit. Uh, what exactly? Yeah, how exactly does that break down? It's like event type 5, right? So let's say it's like what is this? 140 divided by the length of top list? Oh, so like 140 divided by 2. Wait, what? Wait, 140 divided by 2? So it only has to be at least less than. Whoa, wait a second. I think I need to change this. Wait, A total? A total is the full vote. So wait, 140 divided by length of top list. Right, so this is saying like if there are 3 options, then it's 140 divided by 3. If there are 2 options, it's 140 divided by 2. But if it's 140, that means that you only have to get, as long as it's less than 60%. Oh, no, no, no. Okay, so in the case of that there's 2 options, as long as it's less than 60%, then you get perfect. So like if, at 50%, that's perfect. But if you go up to like 60%, actually at 60%, no, at 60%, that's fine. But if you go to 61%, then suddenly that's nice. It's not perfect anymore. But then, right, so it's 140 divided by, or it's 1.4 divided by the length of the top list. So in the case that there are three options, you have to stay under, what would that be? 14 divided by 3. So it'd be like underneath like 36%, right? Like 33% is fine, but if you go above like 36-ish%, then it's no longer perfect, it's only nice. And yeah, okay, so and then the other one is like 108. Oh, no, wait, 60% is the excuse me. 60% is not the criteria between whoa, yeah, no, 60% is not the criteria between nice and and perfect is the criteria between not nice and nice. So yeah, yeah, no, the criteria between so yeah, oof, yeah, wow, it's okay. All right, I was worried this was too loose, but this is actually fairly tight because like the criteria to get between perfect and not perfect is 54%, right? No, so for one thing, 1.4 divided by 2 is not 60. It's or it's not zero point 0.6. It's zero point 0.7. So it's 70%. It's not 60%. But right. So yeah, right. So right, 108, and also it's not 36. It's what? It's like 46. But uh, apart from that, no, it's actually 54%. If you go above like 0.54, if you go above 54%, then it's no longer perfect. Right. Okay. So yeah, what are the possibilities here? Like, so what about the case that I was? So like, yeah. So what about like? Oh, this is weird. I'm just gonna assume that I'm correct and I'll cover all these cases. One of these cases that I've written out might not technically exist, but it's not gonna be any harder to write. Yeah, whatever. I'm just not gonna worry about it. Perfect. Uh, oh yeah. Oof. Ah, maybe I should do this the other way around because like the way I've been talking about this is with the loser in terms of the losers. So actually, yeah, no, I am gonna flip this around because like right, like the one nice, two nice, one not, one nice, one not. Like that's not the critical juncture here, or like that's not the critical part here. So like so instead I'll say like nice one perfect and nice two perfect. Yeah, so I'm gonna spin this around. So right, so we'll like go with assumption of like whatever's the lowest is the condition, and then like the number of other things is the other thing. Uh, so we'll accommodate the case of one nice or nice one perfect. So if there are any nice, if there's one perfect, something blah blah blah. If there's any nice, if there's two perfect, because like what we want to do is we want to call attention to the perfect. So the phrasing is actually going to be based on how many perfects there are, not how many nices there are or whatever. So again, so not one perfect. So not one perfect. Um, yeah. So this is a weird one. It's not one nice, one perfect. Uh, And actually, I'm going to phrase it as one perfect, one nice, because we want to draw more attention to the perfect, uh, and maybe some attention to the nice. No. No, in this case, we only want to call attention to the perfect. So it'll be not one perfect and not two perfect. Uh, right, because we don't want to call attention to the nice. We only want to ever call attention to the perfects, and we can always ever call attention to the perfects, because there's always at least one perfect in this event type. Uh, all right, and the perfect is always the one. Oh, oops, yeah. So wait, why do I have three that say not one perfect? uh, oh yeah, right. Oh yeah, so we can just get rid of this one. Okay, so for example, all perfect. Uh, uh, so you can win by covering all bases. I guess like so in this case I'll just say like you'll want to balance the uh, or you'll want to balance out, or uh, you'll want balance. You want balance overall. And so with all perfect, uh, you want balance overall. Uh, you're you're doing great. You're doing a top-notch job. Keep it up. You're you're doing great. I don't know. You want balance overall. You're doing great so far. Uh, or you've got it. You've got it. You want balance overall. You've got it now, I guess. Yeah, because you could get unbalanced later. So you want balance overall. You've got it now. What was the popular option? So only one can win out. It looks like the best option. Yeah. Okay. So you want balance overall. A few more. A few more loser. I mean, we're calling it the loser, but only because like it's like the unpopular one, which sounds harsh. I mean, it's like we're calling it the loser because like we're basically running a check to see which one has the most, and there's the one that has the most, regardless of the event type, is we're calling the winner in this context, and the one that does not have the most, we're calling the loser. So a few more losers wouldn't hurt. Um, so nice, too perfect. So a few more loser, and so loser or other. Other I've just been is like what I've just been. It's what I'm calling the not the loser and not the winner, like the middleist of the ones. So a few more loser or other wouldn't hurt. And then so this is not one perfect. So this is like fairly tight. So you want balance overall. You want balance overall. So so like consider consider like oh yeah, I can't like the verbs around the action tags is like weird because the action tags themselves are weird words. So like I was going to say like consider taking more such and such, but like consider taking more. Wait, no, where's the consider taking more kick. Consider taking more beer. Consider taking more shout. No, that sounds weird. Maybe just consider more kick. Consider more beer. Consider more shout. Consider more loser. This is one perfect. Yeah, consider more loser. Actually, oh no, you know what I should say is consider more loser instead. Because like the problem here is not that necessarily not enough people have taken loser, but or whoops, yeah, no, consider consider more loser instead. The problem here is not necessarily that not enough people have taken loser. The problem is that too many people have taken the other options. So yeah, instead, like to reference that, it's like people who have taken the option that is way too popular are ruining it for everyone. So consider more loser or other instead. Okay, cool. Oops. Yeah. All right. So good. Good then. Um, so hmm. Yeah. Let's add the processing here. I should probably I should probably like make the I should probably make the whole like definition of the like how to process these results, like I should make that like a separate thing because like I don't want to have that code duplicated. There's so much code there. There's so much code there. It would be way too much to duplicate, and also I'll want to change it and tweak it and tune it and stuff like that. So yeah, I'll definitely want to have it in like multiple separate places. So yeah, let's move that out into its own separate place. Yeah, because it includes like basically everything from like action dictionary, bonus dictionary. I mean, I guess I don't. Yeah, no, I do have to calculate that because bonus dictionary is like I'm not literally applying the bonuses here, but that is how keep track of like which ones got nice, which ones got perfect, etc. Influence dictionary, yeah, like all this stuff, all this stuff. Outro string. I mean, yeah, kind of. Like if you consider outro string, yeah. I mean, like that's like, huh? I don't know. Uh, oh, this is gonna be so awkward, but whatever. Might as well bite the bullet. All right, so it's everything starting from here. How far down does it go? And like, are there things in here that I'll want to like take out? Like raw events, yeah. Like some of this stuff, like yeah, some of this stuff is like woven in here, and I'll want to like separate it out. Uh, right, because I actually, for these purposes, I actually only want to go down to here. Wait, correct list? No, I don't even care about the correct list. So like, yeah, no, it'll just be down to here. So it'll be all of this stuff. Uh, be all of this stuff. So let's just cut that out. Cut that right out. Oh gosh, I ruined the script. Wow, there's a lot that's not in there. I thought it was gonna be like most of event processing, but I guess not literally most. It's just like a lot of it. Uh, all right, so we'll put it somewhere else. I'll just put it down here, I guess. Uh, but then so def I don't know, like process event. I'll just call it process event. But like, yeah, no, this is gonna need like a lot just in order to get it back in working order. Because like the creepy thing about definitions in this in Python is that like they they're like the like it's like scope exists nowhere except for in the definition of a function. Like there's no scoping like anywhere. Like you can put in like 20 indented blocks and like declare a variable like 20 indented blocks in, and then like go back out of those indented blocks and like reference it and it'll still be the same variable. But like no, you make a definition and suddenly everything is like completely different. Like everything is completely changed. So like so yeah, so I have to say like global. I either have to say global action dictionary or I have to pass these things in uh, when I when I when I do the action processing or the event processing. I'm just gonna say global action dictionary. Uh, um, yeah, that way I can just reference it inside or outside of here. Oh, but I do have to be declaring it somewhere. So I'll just declare it Yeah, right. So I wasn't previously declaring these things anywhere. So I'll just declare these like at the top of the pop, top of the where I declare like all the rest of stuff. Uh, so I don't know, whatever. I'll just put it here with this stuff. So action dictionary. Yeah. Save that, and then okay. So there are probably more things like that too, but that's it for starters. Or those are the first ones, and then all right, where is this? So a total and I total, yeah, those ones I have to declare outwardly too. These are all global. Outro string, yeah. Oh, Python, you terrible, terrible jerk. No, this is why I like at all costs I avoid using definitions in Python. They're just so cumbersome and obnoxious. It's like they're designed by people who like hate other people and who live their entire life like in these weird like bubbles, avoiding other people. And for them, it's like, oh, what? It's you don't think it's completely normal to like be like completely insulated and protected from like the outside world, and basically assume that the outside world does not even exist. Like that's not a strange assumption to you. Um, um, all right, so global, all of these things. Oh, oops, global, yeah. Global, all of these things. Global bonus dictionary. Uh, global influence dictionary. Global influence dictionary. Global atotal. Global atotal. Global I total. Global outro string. I'm sure there are more of these things. Raw ev fname. Global raw ev fname. Global top list. Wait, is top list already global? Nope, it's not global yet. Global. Wait, I'm just gonna put these together so I can do them all at once. So top list. What else? Top list. Influence list. Yeah. Influence list. I should also check that these names are unique and that I'm not using them elsewhere, because like for some of these I might be using them in other contexts, which I guess would technically be fine, but I would feel dirty. Raw ev name, got that one. Oh yeah, I don't want to actually. Right, the way I was like putting these together, I don't want to not duplicate. I don't want to accidentally like cut that out and lose it. All right, so rev name, influence list, top list, influence list. Oh yeah, I should be putting in the global statements first. I'll move those out later, but so global raw f name, global top list. Global top list. Global, where's influence list? Global influence list. Global influence list. Alright, so what else? That might be all of it. Yeah, that's all of it. Good. Good then. Alright, I guess that could have been worse. It was only like 800 things. Could have been a lot worse. Alright, so where is this stuff? Let's bring this stuff all in like some random place up here. Some random place that kind of made enough sense. Enough sense that I didn't care to change it. No, where was it? I mean, I could just slap it anywhere, but like, no, it was right here. Yeah. Okay. And then, now is it just gonna work? I guess. I just make sure those names are unique and that they're not going to collide with anything else. No, I mean, again, I don't necessarily have to do that because it's not like, well, no, it's not. No, I guess if there was something on like another thread or something, I should check into that, I suppose. So yeah, so let's say, so for all these things that we just declared global, uh, so action dictionary, am I referencing action dictionary in an untoward manner somewhere else in this script? I'm declaring it, and then I'm using it for voices. Oh, yeah, that's fine. I mean, it's a little weird, but it's on the same thread, so it's not like there will actually be a collision there. And we're using it for like basically the same purpose too, so it's actually fine. I mean, one thing I was even thinking of doing was processing the event, processing the event for voices. So like, I don't know. I guess now that I have it, I have. Oh, did I type outro string? Did I? I would not be too surprised. I would do something like that. Hey, look at that. Thank you. Thank you, helpful person. Uh, Sorry, I have really bad eyesight. Kazantia, right? I'm sorry for mispronouncing your name. But thank you. Alright, outro string. There we go. Okay. So action dictionary seemed fine, right? I finished searching for that, right? It got used again here, but that made sense enough. And yeah, like I said, I might even be getting rid of some of that or something. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. So what about these other ones? Any other weird collisions? I really don't anticipate there to be one, but I just, I resent Python. Is basically the gist of it. Alright, so I use bonus dicts a lot after all this stuff happens. Oh, so I guess actually I don't necessarily need to make Action Dictionary global. Action Dictionary never gets used outside of here. Like, not the same Action Dictionary. Action Dictionary gets used for the purpose of calculating this stuff, but like it never like only the things it accomplishes get used outside of here. So I can actually just not make that one global. So I guess I don't have to declare it at the start either, but that doesn't actually hurt anything. You're going to oh hey, I say, how's it going? You're gonna start to make the game tomorrow. Oh, cool. Well, that sounds awesome. Here, I'll give you a follow, I say, and then and maybe I'll get to catch a sneak peek at your stream. And yeah, because then I'd be there to answer questions and stuff if you if you need any questions answered. um, all right, so influence dictionary, yeah, this one's probably clean. I can't imagine myself using this other places. I might reference it outside. Yeah, like I reference it in other places, which is why it's global. But I don't actually. Wow, I literally only reference it there. Great, great. No, it serves its purpose. It is helpful. All right, a total. This one actually I wouldn't be surprised if there was a collision. But it looks like the only other place I'm using it is that place that I'm doing the other version of the action dictionary. Yeah. Alright, yeah, the only other place I really use it is for voices, so that's fine. It technically collides, but like we never do those things at the same time. They're kind of like, hey, Kinky Noob, how's it going? Alright, I total, I'm guessing might be the same. Or who knows, maybe there's a collision here. I total, nope, that's legit. Influence list, nope, that's not, wait, hold on, where am I? Where am I? I don't know what's happening. Outro string. This one's probably fine. This one's probably fine. Yeah. So right, I'm gonna do very different things in terms of like putting this outro string together, but yeah. Wait a second. Oh, do I not actually reference outro string? Oh, I don't have to put outro string in this thing because I don't actually. I declare it up front for no particular reason because I don't use it until much later on. So I'm gonna get rid of this one and just put it put it before we declare or before we even call process event. Uh, that's hilarious. So I'll just put it out here instead. Uh, yeah, there's literally no reference to outro string inside the that process event block that we just put together. Yep. I don't know why we do it so early on in the processing process. The processing process? Ugh. The the action conclusion process. Hey, congratulations to whoever leveled up. Sorry, I can't see name tags. Um, but way to go. Excellent adventuring. Top notch. Uh, um, all right, so let's do what? Let's right. So iTotal, we did that. There were like a few more. It was like raw ev fname. This one's probably super fine. Yeah, look at this. No references except in the rest in the conclusion to the processing and in here. So we'll call that one good. Top list. Top list? Nope. It looks clean. I'm looking at the nice thing, one of the nice things that PyCharm does is it highlights on the, sorry for all the pink on screen, but it highlights like on the sidebar here, like all the instances where that variable is referenced, or like, because I'm using find, it shows like all the places that variable or that string is found anywhere in your document. So I'm not salty. I'm not salty. I get salty a lot. I guess I get really salty sometimes, but I'm not salty right now. I'm I don't know. I'm feeling fine. Oh yeah, I guess I was getting a little salty with the like definitions in Python, and how I was like saying that like whoever invented it was like a cloistered loser who doesn't understand how people work. I didn't actually say that though. I'm making it sound worse than it was. I didn't say anything quite as along those lines, but I guess I was a little saltier there. All right. No, I was talking about how PyCharm did a nice thing. That's not salty. That is sweet. That's quite sweet. Sugary, in fact. No, it's not sugary. It's just, I don't know. It's not salty. Oh, isn't that a sign that you're like having a stroke or something? Like if you taste salt or no, that's if you taste pennies. Are you tasting pennies, Marty? You might be having a stroke, I guess what I'm saying. I'm sorry to hear that you had a stroke. Get well soon. I don't mean to make light of that. I'm sorry. I hope I don't intend to offend anyone with that, but I'm just worried for Marty's health is all. No, what was that? What were we working on? What was that thing that we were working on that was actually important? Oh, right, yeah. Okay, so now we can call process events, what did we call it? Process events. We can call process event in two places. We can call it one. We can call it here at the end of the event, or yeah, in this case here. So where was it? It was right after event timescale, right? Process event. And then we can also call it when in that other block where we are doing the mid game, whatever it is. Yeah. So right. So we'll do it right here. And so the result of this is that top list gets populated. Top list, bonus dictionary, like a lot of those things, that the same things that we use for the end of the event. There's like process events populates those things. Oh, I've done that before. Ite, when you lick a 9-volt battery and it tastes like burning. Oh, what languages do? Oh, Graham. Yeah, hey, how's it going? Oh, Marty. I get it. I get it. Sometimes I just like don't even read Trusty Bard's chat anymore. um. Yeah, okay, so Graham, two questions. What languages do I have experience in, and why don't, how did I come into contact with programming? Good questions. I started programming when I was like 19 years old as part of the college curriculum that I was taking. That was the first time I started programming for real. Um, I like, I've had like plenty of experience with computers, so I knew like roughly like how computer logic worked. But that was the first time I really started coding, I guess. And I actually started with Visual Basic. Yeah. And then and then I started working with like that was just like the intro. And then I got to working with C++, which I did for most of my education. And then when I started working independently, I actually started writing in Java, just cause I found this like light game engine that like had that like you could build for web applets like easily, and it was entirely fine. I just started like learning Java. I didn't even start learning it. I just like started working in Java, and picked it up as I went. Kind of like what I'm doing with Python now. Um, so yeah, so most of my education or like most of my experience is in C++. And then oh yeah, so actually after I worked in Java for a little while, I never actually really finished or released a product, but I started working in AAA. And when I was in AAA, I didn't do much programming, but when I did program, it was in C++ or like proprietary scripting languages. And then when I started working independently again this past year, I started working in C Sharp. I was working with Unity, and again, like I just like the nice thing about programming languages is that like if you know one of them, you can work in other programming languages, and like it might take you a little while to figure out the details, but like you can just start with another language and like just go with it. So like yeah, uh, oh, Kinky Noob, did I get your message on Twitch? I check my messages like once a month, so I will get it. If I remember to check it after the stream, I can get it then. But like, if you want to contact me, like, please use like Twitter or some like I don't get notifications when people send me messages on Twitch. Like, there's nothing like Twitch doesn't tell me about it. Like, there's no like little thing that like lights up or anything. Like it's basically like sending messages on Twitch is basically like hiding information. It's like it's the best way to like technically send information to someone in a way that like they're almost guaranteed not to get it. Uh, so uh, oh oh yeah, so C sharp, and then I started working in Python for this project, and I would just kind of like work on Python. Uh, Now I guess I've been a Python dev for like half a year now, so cool. I'm still getting used to it. Um, but then I also kicking over trash cans to trigger thug life moments. This game sounds amazing, Asado. I'm really excited. I'm really excited for this game. um, um, what was I felt like I was gonna do something. I feel like right before that happened, I don't remember what. I should probably just get back to work. Oh no, I know what I was gonna do. It just occurred to me. There's one of the. Yeah, there's like a. Just the other day. No, it was not the other day. It was actually a while ago. It was like right after the event got added. Like shortly after the event got added. Um, did I even do this yet? Yeah. So one of the outcomes for like the red elevator, we got the outcome for the black elevator, but the outcome for the red elevator is it starts to go up but falls down into the endless abyss, and uh, right, you keep falling forever. Someone pointed out like when people point out like thematic discontinuities, I tend to just like patch those up real quick. So uh, I was just gonna so you keep falling forever. Forever. What's the word that I'm looking for here? Because like the point is like you keep falling and you don't stop falling, but like you don't literally fall forever. You keep falling and you don't stop falling. So it's like uh, falls deep down into the endless abyss, and uh, it's not literally forever. So it's like you keep falling. Uh, I don't know, with no end in sight. No, you keep falling seemingly forever. I don't know. Whatever. That's fine. It's just I don't know. Yeah, sorry, Asado. I know that was yours. I just like I do that to mine all the time, and so like I said, like one of the things I said on the the submission form for the events is that like what is it? It's like uh some event text may require modification to accommodate technical requirements. The technical requirement there is just that like the game doesn't end when that happens. Like in order to fall literally forever, the game would have to stop. Or no, the game wouldn't have to stop. It would just have to like nothing could happen after that point. But that's not how the game works. The game something else is going to happen again soon. So it's not forever. And so right, that's why I put the little confirmation text in about you know please understand, like, this is how it's going to work. And if you ever want, I'm happy to take your events out of the game. That's why I organize all of the submitted events by player name. So say the word, and I'll just delete this folder. And yeah, no, I don't mean to sound that. I don't mean that. I'm not saying that to sound like to like sound bossy. I'm just saying like that is also your prerogative. Like if I ever do anything to the game that makes you want to not be a part of it and not have your not have that text that you wrote appear in the game, that's your prerogative, and I will accommodate that. So oops, cancel. So cool. Well, yeah, thank you for writing that event, Asado. Uh, um, and yeah, thank you for in a real game. Thank you for Asano for saying for saying that my game is real. Some people think my game is not real, which is hilarious to me. Um, I no, like literally, I've been literally asked, like, when am I going to start working on a real game? And it's like, I'll repost Kinky Noob's link. Um, uh, I don't know. I try and explain to people like what it means to have a real game, like what it means for a game to be real. But some people some people don't get it. I don't know. Uh, all right, so we process events here, and now we know. So right, so we know the event type, and so now we can start replacing this if perfect business with other statements. So top list. Um, yeah, I should probably structure these differently. Actually, no, this one's fine. Right, because for this one's fine because like the actual logic here is actually just going to be uh, oh yeah. So for one thing, I should say I should have like so like why does it keep unindenting so far? I have no clue what that's about, and it's creeping me out. So say string equals blank, and then say string uh, say string uh, plus equals this, and then yeah. So for this case, yeah the filter is the filter is really strict. Any like I think it's basically like any word that has a dot in the middle of it, it'll like auto delete. Like I'm not doing that. I set like links to be disabled, but it just automatically deletes them now. Um, Um, so so let's see. All right. So the actual logic here is if so bdict. Oh, wait a second. A. Oh, you know what's funny? Yeah, no, that's fine. No, this is fine. Yeah, I was gonna say the apop and like those values like apop, a count, blah blah. Like those all happen. Oh yeah, that's funny. There's also the so the scenario where an a total is less than zero or equal to zero. I guess I have to handle that case here as well. So we process events and then hmm. Oh yeah, that's weird. All right, so we process events and then yeah. Okay, so for one thing, so okay, so the okay, so actually maybe I should have another maybe I should just put another case in here, which is like else or like I should yeah, maybe I'll just have like a separate case for when none of these like for when like the length so okay, so I guess the first thing to check would be like so like if yeah, so first we'll say if the length of top list equals zero, oops, if the length of top list equals zero, then we don't have anything going on yet. Like hypothetically, like I don't think I'll do this much for like I don't think I'll schedule like I think when we have the scheduled events, like it's probably not gonna this probably isn't gonna happen too often, but like uh uh I wish you had that thing that I could zoom in on my code as I write it. Oh, is that a thing? That would be helpful because sometimes I get like squinty at my code as well. What is that thing called? Um, uh, oh, you're making a Twitch game, I say? That's awesome. Um, is it like a Twitch plays game or is it like or is it more like a I don't even know what I'm calling side quest. It's like a overlay game is like I don't know. Overlay game doesn't sound very cool. Um, but like I don't know. Uh, it's for 6 players, 3v3, 6 people, at least 5 people. Okay. Uh, yeah, with side quests, just because like with streaming, like you never know how many people are gonna be there. I made it so that well, like okay, so side quest doesn't work great with like one and two sometimes and 3 players. It gets a little awkward with one and two and 3 players, but uh, uh, the yeah, it's other than that it scales, which was like yeah, because like with Twitch you never know how many people are playing, or how many people are gonna be there. So um, uh, yeah, overlay. I don't know. Basically, like I don't know. I just think it. Whoops. Don't mind me. I'm just like punching the wall. I just think it's important that I just think there's an important genre of games that doesn't exist yet, which I'm like trying to make exist, which is like yeah. I mean, like I don't have a better name for them yet than overlay games, but basically um, like games that like live inside a stream, but like they're yeah. I don't know. Whatever. I'll maybe I'll come up with a term for it at some point, but for right now, I mean, I think I get to make up this. I think I get to make up that name because, as far as I know, I am the only person in that genre in this genre of games. Actually, that's not true. There are some people who have been inspired by side quests to make games in the genre. I should come up with a name for the genre, you know. So when other people get inspired to do it too, that I can have a name ready. All right, and so the yeah, so the It's possible. Actually, it's possible that in the case that like if topless equals zero, like it might just be that like nothing happens in that case. If topless equals zero, well, no, maybe this is the case where Trusty Bard asks a question. So like only one can win out. Uh, uh, what will you choose? I guess. Yeah. Oh, so right. I'm not writing in pseudocode anymore, but I'm not in the habit of actually writing in regular code again. All right. So say string plus equals what will you choose? Uh, Actually, I'll just put the space at the end of this string, so I don't have to put the space at the beginning of all these other strings. All right. So then if perfect. So the logic here is actually else if L if L if what is it? Bdict bdict index top list index 1. Oh wait, is it top list? No, it's not. It's influence list. Influence list. Uh, Influence list index 1. Right, because in event type 2, we go by influence for the actual casting vote. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that was the other thing. Oh, that was the other thing that that occurred to me the other day. Is like we started doing this thing. I might want to take a quick hiatus to do this other thing, really. Um, uh, Graham, that was a good one. I appreciate that. Um, um, so I um yeah, Asado, part of the reason I try and like talk like say out loud like pretty much everything I'm doing is because I understand that like on some platforms like the you're just not going to be able to read everything. So if you have questions about what I'm working on, please do feel free to ask. Yeah, the thing that I was just remembering is like I started doing this thing. Was it? I forget if it was like yesterday or the day before. Where like so for the top list, uh, I wait if the length of top list. Yeah, if the length of top list is greater than 3. Ugh. You know what? Maybe I should probably just switch. I should probably just do this full processing on I should just process. Yeah, no, I should just do this like full like action process event for voice data. Yeah, because like I'm almost doing it anyways, and I want that data to be like I want that data to be like accurate. I guess like I want it to be right. So the thing in particular that is basically like not the last straw, but like the tipping point, I guess, is like I have this logic where so we have the list of players, like we have the list of the most popular actions, and what we do is we take we basically resolve the tiebreakers, and that's something that I want to do. Right, because we okay, so the voice data is what drives the action tags that appear on screen, and I want to make sure that the action tags that are appearing on screen are the correct action tags. And so, yeah, I'm gonna do that real quick, just before I forget. Uh, Although I think there are some other things that I'm gonna have to add into, like basically I'm gonna have to like merge the two things together because as it is now, there are some things missing from that we don't. There's some things that we don't do when processing events that we'll want to start doing. But like all this stuff, we're basically getting rid of. We're basically replacing it all. So if show event data. Wait, what is if show event data? Or what is show event data? Show. Oh, right, right, right. Yeah, yeah. That's Right. So it's only this show event data block that we replace. And it's like right. So we don't replace any. So right. So it's basically all this stuff. Wait, a list. Yeah. So right. So it's like yeah. So we basically just get rid of all of this. But wait, do we do all of this in the? No, some of this we don't do in when we're processing events. All right, so before I get rid of it, like before I just completely get rid of it, I'm gonna like copy it. I'm gonna like cut it out. Uh, just like cut it out of here, and then like put it down next to the other piece to like compare side by side, I guess. Cause like yeah, what is all this stuff that we're not doing? Wait, we don't handle adlib differently here? How's that work? Wait a second. How is it that we're not handling adlib differently here? Adlib is super different. Yeah, alright, what is it? What is it that we're doing differently here? So I'm just gonna like yeah, why does it just seem so much simpler and like less weird? And why did that get so strangely unindented? What is with this bizarre unindentation that keeps happening weird places? Oh no, that one I understand. But like I don't know. Do I? I don't know. Wait, what was the part that I just dropped in? Oh wait, no. That was supposed to be unindented. No, I wasn't supposed to indent that part. I was supposed to unindent the rest of it. Oops. Uh, right. So like, why is it? Why do I handle adlib differently here and not other places? It's possible that this is the thing that I need to be doing. That I've. This this might have been the chunk that I was. Like, why do I do other things differently? Like, what about this business? Maybe this business isn't different. How is this not different though? Just because I'm not checking about. Because I'm not doing like the fake filtering. Because I can just do the fake filtering regardless. Uh, like, is that a good reason? Just because I do like the fake filtering over here, like, is that a good reason not to? I guess so. No, I don't like that reason. Gonna get rid of it. Or no, I'm just gonna merge it together. So I'm just gonna do the fake filtering. Uh, yeah, this is like because once if I cut out this block, then these two, uh, like this and this would be like exactly the same. Oops, I forgot the else case. But if I cut out like this block, then suddenly like these two. Well, then I undent this part. Uh, oh, whoa, wait. I don't care. Whatever. I'm just gonna put this back together correctly. Uh, oh wait, I do fake stuff. I do check for fake stuff. Curve multi. Yeah. Huh. All right. Well, if a key in curve dot fake. Wait, what if I replaced it with this? How would that change things? If actually wait, I'm not gonna delete the thing that was there already. I'm going to oops wait. I'm not gonna delete the thing that was there already. I'm just gonna paste over this part. So for a key in curve fake or a key in mute list, right? Okay. Event dictionary, we pop it out, and then we check if. Yeah, I guess we didn't bother checking if the event key e key, if the length of that was blank, and pop that out, because like typically, yeah, it would be the end of the event, so it wouldn't have mattered anyways. All right, so that's fine. Uh, oh, sorry, I got kind of zoned out. Have I? Oh yeah, sorry, I say. And thank you, Asado. Yeah, I do the art myself for this project. And um, uh, that's fine. Here, I'll repost. This is Ite's link. That's fine. That's game art right there. I'd play that game. um, oh, I got a new notification. Uh, um, excuse me. Sorry. Okay. What was it doing? Yeah, it was like merging this stuff together, right? So right. So that's fine. And now I don't have to be handling like the. I guess I really didn't have to be handling these differently, anyways. And now, right. So we can get rid of that. And then, yeah, that was most of it. And then, yeah, and then the rest of this business is probably just like completely the same. So good. All right. Good. Good. I just wanted to make sure we were doing that consistently, I guess. So a total, oh, whoops, a total, I'm not supposed to be setting to 0 here, and I'm not supposed to be rinsing the action dictionary here, so I can get rid of that. All right, I think that's good. And then, so now let's, right, so now let's use process event instead of that back up in the voice, blah, blah, blah stuff, whatever. Uh, I, huh. Depending, I don't know. It's kind of a lot of processing to do. Like this event processing, like I don't know. It seems like if the game got really big, like if there were a lot of players, like it seems like this could get kind of intense to like be processing this again, like at like so often. Like I might want to. I mean, one thing I could do is I could just like change the interval, right? Right now we have it processing every like 10 seconds or so. But hey, that's a new follower, nice. Uh, I say 2805. Welcome to the channel. Thank you very much for following. Um, yeah, right now we have it processing every 10 seconds, but there's no reason we have to process it that often. Like we could process it every like 15 seconds or 20 seconds. Um, and then like if it if it gets if like if even if the, like if it gets to the point where like it's too much to process in a single frame, we can start like deferring that. Or like I mean we could hypothetically thread it. We could thread it actually. Uh we just have to like yeah, no, we could totally thread that. We could thread that. I mean we already did most of what we need in order to thread it. We just the only other difference is that we'd have to make sure that we were using like clean variables. Like we need to be like feeding the data out cleanly. So like we'd probably want to. I think like what I tend to do in cases like that is like uh, I make like a I'd probably have like a list of length 1, and it would like on one side. So the list would basically be like the go between, and we would have like oh yeah, I guess that's a little weird. No, but it's also probably how I would do it. Like use the list as like a go between, and like whenever we needed data, like basically we would always have the data served up. We'd yeah, we'd like almost always have the data served up. Like so instead at like 10-second intervals. Actually, at that point, I was gonna say at that point we wouldn't have to wait 10 seconds. We could just have it like happen more often, but we wouldn't necessarily want to have it happen more often. We could just say like at like 10-second intervals or like whatever intervals we choose. Um, it serves up that data and it puts it on like it puts like the served up data on this list, and then on the other end, somewhere else in the code, like reaches onto that list and like pops the served up data right out. So it's like it's I guess it's funny to use a list for that because uh uh um I don't know though. I like threads scare me. It's really easy to go wrong with threads, so I try and be as thread safe as I can. I don't know why I sound like such a nerd right there. Just for emphasis, nerdliness for emphasis. Okay, let's get back to what we were doing before with the voice stuff and all that fun stuff. So did yeah? So in the voice data section, I did cut out that stuff before. Yeah, right. So now so right. So here I need to say process event. Yes. And then, so am I using the correct variables here? Action dictionary is correct. For a key in action dictionary. Oh yeah, a list. Oh wait, we don't actually have to put together a list because a list is just top list. In fact, that was specifically why I did this, is because I didn't want to be using a separate list, whatever. I just want to be able to use top list for it. So, sorry. So instead of using a list here, we just use top list. Yes. Oh, so we don't need to declare a new a list. We don't need to declare a new influence dictionary either. Okay, so yeah, top list instead of a list. For item in top list, yeah. Okay, there we go. Hey, Luminardi Posse Destroys or Destroya. How's it going? Welcome. Welcome to the channel. What kind of game am I developing? The game we're working on right now is the one that like I say says is it's what's happening on the bottom of the screen right now. It's called Side Quest, and it is like it's like if you were playing Dungeons and Dragons on Twitch, kind of is I don't know. That's kind of like how I've been describing it. And right, so you might have noticed you actually have a character in the game, and so the one thing you'll need to know to play is Trusty Bard, who you'll see in chat, is the storyteller for the game. So Trusty Bard will fill us in on Speak of the Devil. Trusty Bard will fill us in on like what's happening, and so when Trusty Bard, you also see on screen here, we'll have like Trusty Bard says them too, but you see like the action tags available in a given scenario. So for example, Lost in the Forest, skirmish between orcs and gnolls. So basically you can pick a side, or you can choose to stay out of it. And like so, for example, I will say I trust the gnolls. Oh, orcs. We're going to orcs. Okay. So is orcs. Fine, we're going orcs. So I don't trust the orcs. Orcs, but they would probably win in a fight. How's that? Yeah, so right, so what we're working on here is what are we working on? Gosh, I've been working on it for so long I don't even remember. No. Uh, um, uh, okay, let's we're doing a lot of stuff right now. We're refactoring like the way the data is processed for events, because we're changing like kind of the structure of the events a little bit. We're stretching out we're stretching it out a little bit, and we're going to add like a midpoint to the event, because we're adding we're gambits. We're adding in a new way to control the game through gambits. You can actually like right now, you can take actions, and the result of the events or the outcome of the events will depend on the actions that we take. And what we're adding in is that like you can actually kind of like shift the rules of the game. You can actually kind of like change the rules of the game as the game is running. Like in the middle of the event, you can like kind of like you can't always completely change everything, but sometimes you can. Sometimes you can literally like decide like how the outcome of the event will play out. Uh, so hey, congratulations to whoever leveled up, and yay, congratulations to whoever else leveled up. Sorry, I can't see name tags on my side, but I can see shiny, glowy people. Um, um, yeah, I do that a lot, I'd say. Um, so we just updated. Right, so we added in the new process event thing so that we don't have to process event, in different ways in different places. And I think the rest of this is hopefully okay. I mean, I guess we'll find out. No, we don't. We don't want to wait to find out. We want to get it correct the first time. I think. So yeah, this I think is good. I think this is legit. Yeah. All right. So let's get back to what we were doing with the right. Yeah, that was like a brief diversion. Right, because before that we were working on setting up the cases for right. So for when we've processed the event data for the midpoint, and you can't install XNA. It says you need Visual Studio 2010. Huh. That's weird. Did you get like an old version of XNA or something? I've never worked with it myself, so I will not be able to help you troubleshoot that. But I can say random things that pop into my head, like uh, how about stuff? No, I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna continue working. All right, so yeah, so these outcomes that we set up earlier. So we have the one if the length of top list equals 0. So that one we've handled. If so this perfect case that we like pseudocoded in. This is actually if the bonus dictionary of influence list index 0, not index 1, index 0, if it equals 2. Because if it equals 2, that means that that's like the perfect case. 0 is not nice or perfect. 1 is nice. 2 is perfect. So in the perfect case, that's when we'll say so say string plus equals it looks like the best option is, and then so it's not actually winner. It is influence list index 0. Yes. Okay. So the nice case is not actually like, so our pseudocode for nice is actually if bonus dictionary index influence list index 0. So if like if the action with the highest influence has a bonus value of 1, then we do basically the same thing here. Is we just add in the add to the say string. We say the way to go could be. I should rewrite some of these because like they need a little touch up. But yeah, right. So then the other case is that if the bonus dictionary influence list index 0. Oh, and it is literally the else case. So right. So if it's not equals 2, if it's not equals 1, then it equals 0, and that's the case where we just say it's a dead heat. So far. Oh, and I should use punctuation and stuff. Because why not? It's a dead heat so far. Period. Okay. So only one can win out. What will you choose? Only one can win out. It looks like the best option is only one will win out. The the way to go. I don't like this phrasing. Uh, so it looks like the best option is only one can win out. So let's say it looks like the only one can win out. It looks like the top pick is only one can win out. The best option could be. The best option could be, yeah, okay. Slightly less bad phrasing. Uh, do, do, do. Uh, that is an excellent game, Corley MJ. That is probably one of the best games I've ever played. I feel like I've played it already because you've described it so in such vivid detail. I've got an idea for a game. A boy looks for his lost taco. The end. I feel like I just played it again, and honestly, it was just as good the second time through. Like it was one of those games with like really good replay value, you know. Um, excuse me. Sorry. Um, okay. So, um, so right. So so that was the case for event type 2. As we set up for event type 1, so the say string starts out with the popular option will succeed. And so then in the right, so then the first condition is the same condition as before, and it's the one that I haven't written for yet. So it's if indentation, you weirdo. Okay, so it's if the length of top list equals 0, so the popular option will succeed. I might go with the same thing this time. I might just go with what will you choose? That's a good like. Popular option will succeed. What will you choose? Oh. Yeah. Huh. You know what just occurred to me is that because like it's not gonna happen. It's like it's not ever gonna happen hypothetically. And like in practice, like it would be virtually impossible for one of these ad-libbed events to like end up with like literally only one action tag. I mean, actually, in a small group of people, that is entirely possible. Especially because I keep saying it's impossible, so I wouldn't be surprised if like people like proved me wrong by like making it happen. But it's like it's very like the probability is very low that um, the probability is very low that that it would happen. And it just occurred to me like the way I'm processing events type 4 and 5. I mean, events type 4 and 5 are supposed to be about balance. They're supposed to be about like having like an even like choosing all of the options equally. And like hypothetically, if there's only one option, then like that is kind of balanced in a way. Um, So I'm not going to really worry about it because it's like such an it's like it's kind of a fluke if it ever happens. But I don't know. It just occurred to me that that is a little bit weird. All right, what is the non-pseudocode criteria that we're looking for here? So this is it's an elif, and hey, that's the new follower noise. Corley MJ, welcome to the channel. Thank you very much for following. I look forward to playing Taco Quest. As soon I look forward to playing it for real when it comes out. Um, so, the criteria here, perfect. Yeah, okay, so the criteria here is like almost identical. It's influence list, yeah, influence list index 0. Oh, it is slightly different, actually, now that I think about it. Or actually, maybe I'll like have subcases, I guess. So like if, yeah, right, because so these cases, single nice versus, so like these are kind of like subcases. So like if bonus dictionary influence 0 equals 2, then we check oh wait, what do we check? Yeah, yeah. Okay, so if bonus oh wait a second, hold on. No, we don't need subcases for this. We'll probably need subcases like later. But no, for this one, it's fairly straightforward. Sounds like the smart choice is winner. Yeah. Okay, so say string. I don't know why I keep trying to capitalize that. Say string plus equals. It sounds like the smart choice is influence list index 0. Wait, influence list? Yeah, influence list. Index 0. Yeah, sounds like smart choice. So single nice. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So single nice is or right. So right. Was okay. Yeah. So the rest of these cases are going to be like sub cases. So like so it's going to be like L if what would it be? So if influence list index 0, yeah. So it's kind of like before. If the bonus value of the second most popular item equals 1, then yeah. So like with event type 2, there's very few options, or there's very little to care about there. But here there are differences because now just because that's the case. So now what we check is influ. Whoa. Okay, but I do have to actually wait a second. I was gonna say I have to check whether there are even multiple options, but if the first option was nice, if it only had a bonus value of 1, that means there'd have to be multiple options because if there was like a unanimous outcome, then the bonus value would have to be 2. So yeah, no. So we can actually assume that there's at least one other option. So we can just go and we can check. Like if we weren't so sure, then we could hit an out of bounds, an out of range exception, just by indexing to the first position or index 1. But no, I think we're good on that actually. Uh, so sorry, just one second. What engine is this supposed to be in? Sorry, excuse me. If are you talking about if you're talking about this project, I'm writing it in Python using Pygame. Um, but maybe you're talking to one of the other people with Ax4R or Axar. Sorry for mispronouncing your name, but welcome to the channel and thank you for following. um, yeah, this yeah, I guess like yeah, I'm using Pygame for like the rendering. I used to use it for the audio, except it had like a bunch of bugs, and so now I'm just using it for the audio, or just using it for the graphics. But yeah, Python, and I'm writing it in PyCharm because PyCharm is a cool tool, I guess. I don't know. I've come around to it. It has a few quirks, but it's mostly quite good. Okay, so you're right. So what we check here is so influence list index 1 can't have a bonus value of 2, but we can check if wait, what case is this that I'm writing over right now? This is the single nice case. Single nice? All right, whatever. I don't care. I can do these. I can handle these cases in whatever order. Uh, so well, no, I'll just uh, single nice. Is that even a real outcome? Single nice. Yeah, no. I keep thinking like, wait, is that even real? That seems like difficult to accomplish, but no, it's totally real. Um, all right, so inference dictionary uh, index 1 equals. So if it equals, no, you know what? I'm gonna go in reverse order. I'm gonna do the double nice first. Oh, wait a second. Well, no, there's. Wait a second. No, there's actually. Oh, there is. Is there a case where two of them can be nice? Yeah, there's a case where two of them can be nice and one of them can be neutral. So I should probably address that case, I guess. Yeah. All right, fine. I'll address that case too. So I'm gonna put like another subcase in here. So in the case that two of them are nice, so wait here. I'm just gonna separate that out. Oops. Okay. Excuse me. Let's say So then if in that case, then we check if, okay, this time we can't necessarily assume the length of, that there's a third item. So the first thing that we have to check is, if, uh, if the length of, influence list, not influence dictionary, influence list, is, greater than 2. And if that's true, we can check influence list index 2. Actually, you know what? We should check that first, because that kind of because the else case to that is the one wherein yeah, the else case here, I'll say they both seem fine. So this will be the case. So in this case, we'll say string plus equals. So this is the case where there are two options, and or so yeah. So instead of saying they all seem fine, we'll say they both seem fine. And then right. So then there's also but if there does exist a third option though, then we'll check what the third option is. We'll check what the third option is, and if the third option is nice, which is possible, then we'll say they all seem nice, or they all seem fine. So say string, oops, not caps lock. Say string plus equals they all seem fine. And then but then in the else case here, so if two of them are nice, but then one of them is not nice, then we'll say it sounds like the smart choices are. It sounds like the smart choices are, or actually no, not choices are, but the smart sounds like the smart. Yeah, choices are influence list index 0 or excuse me, influence list index 0. Oh, oops, I'm not. I did not put my addition signs in here. That would be awkward. I don't know what that would do. It'd probably just fail to run. Hey, that's a new follower noise. We have heard that noise a few times today. Pedro Zoc, welcome to the channel. Thank you very much for following. Uh-oh. Quarterly MJ, will I go out with you? I don't know. The logistics of it depends on how the logistics of that would work out, because I haven't been traveling much lately. It's not that I don't like traveling, it's that I don't have revenue streams right now. Like, I don't have like a solid income, so I'm being very careful about how I spend money right now. So it might be a little. So when I say the logistics, like, it's like, there are little things, like, for example, like, where in the world are we right now, right? Because, like, if it involves traveling halfway around the world or all the way around the world, halfway to get there and halfway to get back, then that might be a little infeasible. That might be a deal breaker. You know, uh, but who knows? Like, I don't know. All right, so it sounds like the smart choices are influence list index 0, and we'll say 0 first. We'll say the first. So before we say, or like, you can say them in either order, but like hypothetically, the 0 index is always higher influence than the 1 index. I mean, technically they could be tied, but for the most part, 0 is higher than 1, and so we kind of want to, like, we can bill either as like fine choices, but index 0 is hypothetically the best choice. Like, there's never a situation where index 1 is a better choice than index 0. So we'll give that one top billing. Okay, so if the length is greater than 2, then if there are... Is that all of them? Wait, what is this? It might be winner. Oh yeah, this is the case where shoot, I lost my little annotations. But yeah, what case is this? This is the case where yeah, okay, so in the case that okay, so in the case that so right, so in the case that the index 0 is nice and index 1 is not nice. So this is the else case here. So this is the else case. So in the else case here, this means that the first option is nice, and then the second option is not. It's like it's under that threshold. Um, say string plus equals uh, plus equals it might be so right in this case we're saying right the what is the full text like the popular option will succeed. It might be so and so. We say might be because like we're not 100% that this thing will. I mean, like it's probably going to win. I mean, anything could happen. The event's not over. This is just the midpoint of the event, so this is just like an update as to like what's happening, like how it's going so far. So nothing's definite, but like the reason we say might be, like the reason we even make the language like so, uncertain is that like it's this option isn't perfect. This option is only winning by like a little bit. So like it might be this option. Who knows? I mean, it could be. Yeah. Okay. So the last. Oh. Okay. So we already handled the this last one. Oh yeah. Oh wait. I did account for. I did account for the double nice one not. So actually, I had written it as. I don't know. I don't. It seems like winner or other are preferred. This is like the other formulation of like this right here. Uh, I'll leave it how I wrote it now. All right, so this should all be good and handled. Yeah. All right, and then all right, so event type 0 and 1 are super easy. All we do is we just add to say string this this very simple phrase, and again with event type 1, we just add in this very simple phrase. So let's let's do what? Sorry, I'm not actually going anywhere. I'm just gonna mute the microphone for 1 second, and I'll be right back. Sorry, just 1 second. I almost forgot to turn the microphone back on. Sorry. Sorry for the delay. Okay. So yeah, so event types 1 and 0 are very straightforward. Very simple. Who knows which way the wind will blow? How this will turn out, your guess is as good as mine. Okay. Event type 5. Oh, you know what? The whole like the popular option will succeed. You'll want balance over all things. Like I might want to skip those in the case. Like I might only want to do that in the case of. Nah, this is fine. I was gonna say I could skip that in the case that like it's not a in the case that it's not a ad lib because like that's only new information. Hypothetically, that's only new information in the case that the event is ad libbed. In the case that the event type is or the event category is predefined, like in the case of a fixed action event where the action tags are written in advance, like the category is fixed. It doesn't actually change. So like the little preface text about like what category it is. No, I guess that's fine. No, no, you know what? It is fine because even though the category doesn't change, the type within the category can change. So that part is still relevant. So all right. Uh, so Sorry, it's just so you want balance overall. Right. So this is event type 5. Also fairly complicated. Say string for starters plus equals. You want balance overall, and then so right. So as is typically the case, we'll want to. I might just do what will you choose like in all of these cases. I might just use what will you choose as like the generic like uh, as the generic length 0 whatever. And then yeah. So this one's going to be a bit different because for one thing we're not going to use influence list, we're going to use top list. Um, because these events go by number of players, not by the total influence of players. Hey, Ate, welcome back. We're turning all of our pseudocode into actual code. Exciting. um, and after we do this, we might be able to. No, we still need a little more setup work in terms of like the timing of events and scheduling these interludes to occur. Oh, and changing the event, the special event panel to, yeah, no, we got some more work to do. We have to change the secret panel to have the new interface to control the new event types, and that'll be fun. Uh, no, that'll be tons of fun, super fun. I don't like that. The panel, it's not my favorite part of this project. It's just like tkinter is not my favorite thing to work with, but we can accomplish it. It won't be difficult really. Okay, so what was used? Yeah, right. So like I was saying, if all of them are perfect, we'll know all of them are perfect because I guess we do still want to start at the top of the list. To know all of them are perfect, the one with the highest top list value. So top list index 0. If bonus dictionary, if bdict, is it bdict? It's really called bdict. I feel like I should name that better. Maybe I should name it better now. Wait, no, I'm only calling it bdict here. Why am I calling it bdict here? It's bonus dictionary, I thought. Right? Why was I calling it bdict? It's bonus dictionary. Yeah, it's bonus dictionary. That's weird. Uh, bonus. Hey, that is the new follower noise. Uh, uh, Luminardi Posse Destroyer. Welcome to the channel. Thank you very much for following. um, yeah. Why was I don't know why I started calling it bdict. I think it used to be called bdict, but then I changed the name at some point because bdict was not descriptive, and it should not have been called that. So, all right. So bonus dictionary index top list 0. If this equals 2, then you've got it now. All perfect. Or so else if bonus dictionary top list equal 2, blammo, you've got it in the bag. So okay, yeah. Yakimis, I hope to see you again soon. um, so right, so you'll want balance overall, and then you've got it now, is what we'll say. Plus equals. So then. So nice one, perfect. Okay, so then elif. So elif. This is the case where bonus dictionary top list index 0 equals 1. If So if it equals 1 instead. Oh, wait a second. Oh, yeah, right. I want to handle that niche case that I was talking about earlier. The case where there's only one option and oh yeah, okay. So wait, I'm gonna flip this around. So I'm gonna say I don't know. I'll probably change the order of these again. But yeah, the thing that I need to remember is that like else else no, not like that, you jerk, else uh like single action